Hannity's America starts right here, right now.
From coast to coast, from border to border, from sea to shining sea, Sean Hannity is on. From the Fox News headquarters in New York City, this is Hannity's America.
Let freedom ring. Let the white dove sing. Let the whole world know that today.
And hi, everybody. Welcome to an all-new edition of Hannity's America. I'm Sean Hannity. We get right to our top story tonight. The far-left wing of the Democratic base has hijacked their own party and kicked centrism to the curb. Democratic presidential candidates are catering to this liberal extremism in an effort to appeal to primary voters. You will not believe some of the outrageous things that they have been saying. You will not believe some of the outrageous things that they have been saying. Let's take a look. The most famous left field in the entire country is the Green Monster at Fenway Park in Boston. But if you keep moving left past the foul pole and out onto Lansdowne Street, that's where you'll find the Democrats running for president. Their cheap seats are so far left that not even Carlton Fisk can will them back into play. 85-year-old George McGovern is starting to look like a centrist. Not since 1972 has the Democratic Party moved so far to the fringe. It almost makes us long for the days of Bill Clinton and the DLC. And by the way, you know how much I love Bill Clinton. The left-wing bloggers who call themselves the Netroots are choking the last gasps of centrism out of their party. MoveOn.org says it's their party now, and websites like the Daily Kos trumpet themselves as kingmakers and take credit for defeating the Republicans last November. But is the far left wing of the Democratic base really responsible for the party's success? Well, they think they are.
Now, last year in 2006, running as strong, unapologetic, muscular Democrats brought in 56% of the vote. We are appealing to the mainstream.
But some of the biggest Democratic victories last fall were by candidates who hardly fit the Netroots mold. John Tester in Montana is hardly a left-winger, and the same could be said of Jim Webb in Virginia. Some people are even surprised that freshman Congressman Heath Shuler of North Carolina is a Democrat. For every Netroot champion like Ned Lamont, well, maybe he's not the best example. For every far left-winger who won, there's also a moderate. Just ask the tax-cutting Senator Claire McCaskill from Missouri or the pro-life Bob Casey Jr. from Pennsylvania. In spite of all of that, the presidential candidates have decided that they must pander to the pajama-wearing crowd. The most obvious example of this is with the war in Iraq. Like a parade of white flags, they get up in front of liberal audiences and tell the world that the war is lost.
It has to start with bringing our troops out of the civil war that is raging in Iraq.
We have to begin a phased withdrawal, have our combat troops out by March 31st of next year.
We need to be bringing home our men and women from Iraq. That's what America needs to be doing.
But retreating is one thing. Bashing America is another. Earlier this week, Barack Obama took the rhetoric to new heights when he accused U.S. soldiers of killing innocent Afghani civilians.
But we've got to get the job done there. And that requires us to have enough troops that we're not just air raiding villages and killing civilians, which is causing enormous problems there.
Does that sound familiar?
They had personally raped, cut off ears, cut off heads, taped wires from portable telephones to human genitals and turned up the power, cut off limbs, blown up bodies, randomly shot at civilians, razed villages in a fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
And in case you thought that sort of left-wing rhetoric had gone the way of Senator Kerry's presidential campaign, think again.
There is no reason, Bob, that young American soldiers need to be going into the homes of Iraqis in the dead of night, terrorizing kids and children.
But the left-wing agenda isn't limited to Iraq and the war on terror. Earlier this month, the Democrats appeared at a debate sponsored by gay and lesbian activists. Let's just say their rhetoric moves slightly out of the mainstream.
What I'm interested in is making sure that those legal rights are available to people. And if we have a situation in which civil unions are fully enforced, are widely recognized, people have civil rights under the law.
I will be a president who will fight for you, will work to end discrimination in the employment area, and don't ask, don't tell, finally get hate crimes through, do a lot of what we need to do on HIV, AIDS, and so much more.
And it is so important for anyone who seeks to be the leader of the United States of America to stand up strong and firm, denounce it, and speak out strongly for equality.
The Democrats have also moved way out to the left on health care. They have fallen all over themselves to get out in front of socialized health care even faster than Michael Moore. Although we concede Michael Moore may not just be able to run that fast. But just take a look at the things they've been saying.
Every American will be covered, required to be covered.
By the end of my first term as president, every American has health care. We can do that.
Let's set a goal of quality, affordable health insurance for every single American, and let's do it this time. Let's overcome the objections of the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies.
So didn't they learn anything from Hillary Care? It all makes us wonder if the smartest Democrats is one in jail. Maybe the Democratic Party should listen to former Congressman James Traficant of Ohio, who once famously declared on Hannity and Combs.
You're right so twice a day. You've gone wrong.